In this video we're going to have a look at completing the square. There's a number of reasons why we might complete the square, but at the moment we're just going to have a look at how we do it. So we've got a quadratic, and we start by looking at this term here, in this case negative 10x. That allows us to write x minus 5. Notice that negative 5 is half of negative 10 squared. And that's how our completing the square is going to start. What we need to do at this point is just take this brackets to one side and work out what this would actually be if we multiplied it out. So it would be x squared minus 10x plus 25. Now the reason for doing this is we now need to compare this quadratic to this quadratic here. You can see it's got the same x squared term, it's got the same x term, but it doesn't share the same number at the end. And in fact, this one here is plus 25, and this is negative 7. So what we need to do now is we need to take away the difference from those two, which is 32, equal to 0. So in doing this, we've put part of this into a bracket, but we've had to make this adjustment to make it equal to the original quadratic. Now what we can do now is we can bring this 32 out onto the right hand side. So if we add 32 to both sides, we get x minus 5 squared equals 32. Taking it one step further, this is squared, so we're going to square root both sides. So we get x minus 5 equals plus or minus the square root of 32. Once we get x on its own, we're trying to solve this for x, so we're going to add 5 to both sides. X equals 5 plus or minus the square root of 32. Now the square root of 32 can be simplified a little bit further to be 4 lots of 2 squared, the square root of 2, apologies. And this is how we use completing the square to find the solutions to a quadratic.